Aquarius, you know I love y'all. I was not intending to do another reading, but Spirit is actually having me do another one. I know that we just did one. But yeah. It seems like something interpersonally is developing. I was getting this when I was meditating on the energy. Um yeah. I noticed too that I also did the Pisces and the Capricorn readings because I try to put your reading with Pisces and Capricorn, like your routine one, on Thursdays. And so like I already did theirs for Thursdays, and yeah, I wasn't going to do another one, and here we are. It seems like there's been like some type of unfolding, and I know the last one was more career related, more so. So yeah, this it feels like something personally that's going on, or like an interpersonal thing that's happening. I hope that everybody's doing well. Before we get into it, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. Yeah, it's like some news you had been waiting for, like somebody comes through and clarifies something to you. You see, it's like you waiting on something, something hasn't come through yet, and then it's like it comes through very quickly for you. Something like that. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know what the urgency was, but there was definitely some type of urgency that I was feeling. Starting off with the Nine of Pentacles, you and your independent energy. You may have done something that's really going to pay off for you. I'm seeing like a lot of money coming through for some of you, or this has to do with like security you're building, or your home, or like your safety, something like that. It's like something that you wanted, something, this is something you did on your own. Something definitely is going to be worth it to you. Maybe this is linked to the last reading we did, because the last reading it was like you don't have to wait anymore. You can like release something or submit something, whatever it was that you wanted to do. I'm seeing something that's going, like you're going far with something that you're doing here. Yeah, this is, I didn't even see this. This is something that you did all on your own. At least that you took the proper steps to be doing, because do we ever really do anything all on our own? But yeah. This is like something that wouldn't have happened unless you pushed it through. And that's the importance of it. That's the stress here. Is that you made this happen. Because the Nine of Pentacles is here being like, I'm the one that planted these seeds. I'm the one that watered this garden. And now I'm the one that gets to eat. Because like all the fruit has come to fruition. And this is like the manifestation of what this person has been intending. And it's like, here it is. Your plate is full. I'm looking at all pentacles here, especially too with the Knight of Pentacles. It's like now maybe because of something that you did, you could share that with someone else. Maybe you want to. Maybe you want to make some type of offer to someone. It seems like you've done very well for yourself in some area of your life. And so like maybe you feel like it's time now to share. I'm also hearing disperse. Like maybe even to distribute something. Or maybe you're not. I'm looking at like maybe there was someone that you were going to make an offer to or something like that, or like you'd opened your arms to someone and you're actually not going to do that anymore. I was looking at the Ten of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Such an interesting energy, Aquarius. Yeah, it's like, did you suddenly turn into an earth sign? Do you see this? I feel like we're hopping back into the Capricorn reading. All of these are pentacles. This means stuff going on in your physical reality. So for some of you, you've been working, you've been putting the work in, You've been building what you've been trying to build. There are goals that you've been achieving. Not all of them you have achieved yet, but it seems like you're crossing things off of a list that you're trying to get done. And for some of you, there's like some type of job offer that's coming through for you. Yes? Have you been waiting for a job offer? Something that is like you'd be making a lot of money doing this. I'm seeing, remember, this is a general reading, but like for someone out there, I'm seeing if you had been waiting on a job offer, this isn't like someone randomly comes and knocks on your door. This is something that like you would have submitted in an application for this, and you know what is involved in this, and also that this would be something lucrative for you, and you may have been waiting to hear back from somebody, and now you get the job offer. Yeah, this is a wish fulfillment. This is something you'd waited for, something that you wanted. I remember too seeing in the last video, what was the name of the last video? Just because I don't know when I'm going to put this out there to make sure that we're on track here. The last video I put out for you guys was called Pursuing Your Soul Mission. I remember reading somebody in the comments was talking about like waiting on a job offer. Looks like something's coming through for you. So this would be something that like you really value what's being offered to you. Like this, for some of you, this is like a dream role that you've been waiting for. You being in a grounded energy to perform this particularly would be of utmost importance with the King of Cups next to the King of Pentacles. It's like in order for you to pull off this job, you have to be like really centered and stable emotionally, or like work to get to that place, or like keep yourself within that place. Because like stable isn't a location also. It's something that we continuously work on to bring ourselves into equilibrium. So, but I'm getting that you also know this too. Like, also too, to see the King of Pentacles, it's like this is job related, money related, like somehow related to your finances, or like how you're perceived by the world, like your business persona, things like that. With the King of Cups next to it, it's like the types of jobs that the King of Cups has. It can be anything with like energy work. It can be counseling, mediating, things that like touch. I'm hearing something about electricity. Like it can be technology related. Anything art related. It's like a wide breadth. It's anything that the water touches. It can do any type of job that has to do with liquids as well. Emotions, emotional responses. I'm seeing too that you've been really patient. You've been really patient with something, like working hard. Maybe to keep yourself grounded emotionally. This seems kind of new for you, or maybe like you feel like you've never made progress in this way before, and that feels important to you. Because you could have been going through a situation that may have potentially like triggered certain things for you, like anxiety, or anger, or just anything that would be like rocking the boat, and you may have needed to be consistent with yourself, or like use healthy coping strategies or something like that. And I'm seeing something that you've been actively working with and like sorting through right now with a lot of patience, and I'm also hearing tenacity. And this is finding like any way to de-stress and ground your energy. Yoga for some. Yeah, I'm hearing yogic practices. So very fancy and official. And more waiting energy. Yeah, you may have been like on the edge of your seat for something and you still had to wait more for it. But it seems like you're making progress. Like the test right now for you may have been like for you to actually wait and be patient for something to come to fruition. Because sometimes too we get in that place where we get impatient. It's like, well, if it hasn't come through now, I'm just going to abandon this and do something else. But it seems like this is something that you've been sticking with. Waiting to say something, waiting to make an announcement, waiting for confirmation. This is kind of remind me a little bit of the Capricorn reading. Yeah, it's like for some of you, you were waiting to get word on something and it's like you're feeling stressed out, like maybe even in a pinch financially or like feeling stressed financially. And it's like wondering if this is going to work out for you. Wondering also if something's going to pay out, I'm hearing. Yeah, it's stressful. You have to wait to have a conversation, but I'm seeing like the waiting. Like, when is this thing going to come in? It's moving very, very slowly. Like, maybe you went through a process that moved very slowly. That felt uncomfortable. And it's like, now it comes through. Like, this could have been, too, one of those situations where you're like, I've kind of lost hope a little bit. And then all of a sudden, because with the Ten of Wands, it's like, I can't take this anymore. It's too heavy. I can't carry it. Like, I'm just at my end with this. And then it's like this thing finally comes through for you. I am seeing this be related to a job opportunity or like for you to play some sort of role that you want to play. Something you've been looking forward to, I'm hearing. Good news. Maybe you feel relieved. I felt like I was kind of holding my breath up until that point. It's like this thing that comes through for you, like you just slide into a space where you feel calm now. I'm hearing worth the wait. Wow, so if congratulations are in order, congratulations. It's interesting when we have readings like this because it's like, how many of you guys are actually like waiting on news for something like this? This can always be something you're waiting on from another person too. Like this can be related to someone you're waiting to hear back from or like a conversation you'd been waiting to have. But it seems like you could have been prepped and ready to do this, but you had to wait for like someone else to pull through or to show up in some way or to communicate with you. So it's like this wasn't all on your end. It also depended on another person. Wow. Yeah, so much successful energy, Aquarius. It seems like this was a moment that really taught you how to work with yourself from an emotional space and ground. So you're not like reacting to something prematurely. I am seeing too a potential collaboration as well. Like you may have the opportunity to work with someone. This would be something new. For some of you, you could be like waiting on an invitation for something as well with Temperance and the Page of Cups. It seems too like you were looking for I'm also hearing resources or like some type of clarity. It's like one of those notions where like your intuition is a radio and you're like trying to find a station that doesn't have static and like get the clear message to come through. I'm seeing a situation like that. This is what I'm being shown. But it seems like if you're patient and you work with it, you get to the right station and you can hear very clearly like what's coming through for you, what you're meant to be hearing. Just looking at Sag here in this spread. Interesting turn of events. The Two of Cups. I'm hearing profitable. I feel like we're switching over to something interpersonal going on, potentially. Make sure, I feel like I just said this in one of the readings recently. Make sure you're not compromising your values just because you have a connection with something or someone. Make sure that you're staying true to yourself and not sabotaging yourself for the sake of a connection with something or just because you feel connected to it. Like, make sure it's also in alignment as well. If you're watching for interpersonal reasons, it looks like you had been waiting for something to come to fruition, like with a connection between you and someone else, and it's like, you know what you want, and you know what that looks like for you, and somebody may not be delivering something that they said they would, and like you feel stressed out about that because of the pace that this person is going in, but it seems like because they have other stuff going on that they're not being upfront about, and you have the feeling like there's something out of balance going on within your connection with this person, or like you're not being told everything. Even you may actually address what this is going on, because it seems like somebody may be like doing something behind the scenes, or like you don't feel trusting of something, or like you get a red flag and you may jump on that and say something about it. It's like it's almost about what somebody's giving you, or like how somebody's propositioning you even. This can too be work related. It's like maybe you were waiting for something and like you missed something in the fine print, or somebody or like a company or something didn't tell you how something would be totally, like they didn't disclose everything, and now you get a funny feeling about something and you need to like call it out. It's something that's not sitting well with you. I'm seeing this be kind of blatant. Like, this is even a notion of feeling like you're getting shortchanged somehow. Like, whether this be by a person or a boss or a company, something like that. Yeah, I'm getting the notion that it's like somebody doesn't deliver what they said that they would, something like that, or what they promised. That may be a specific message. Yeah, for some of you, you could have a close connection with someone, but you may feel like you can't trust them for some reason. This is something that you may pick up on in a subtle way, even. Like, I'm hearing deliver again. It's like they don't show up for you in a way that like you expect them to, or in a way that they said that they would, and you're working on like only being part of things that you feel valued and connected within, and like you may not be feeling that with this person. So it's like even if energetically you're compatible with them, it's like something going on with their behavior and that being out of balance, and you're working on like finding peace for yourself, and especially moving away from things that have like an addictive component to them, or like things that are out of balance, because the devil can also be like something isn't enough or something is in surplus and being out of balance because of that. And it can also be a sense of like scarcity and restriction, but always like there's not a sense of centeredness to it. There's a sense of things being out of balance. For some of you too, you could have even been like grouped together with people again, whether this be something in your personal life or your career life. Could have been collaborating with people or working with other people, and things got too busy, or things were like out of control, or just like emotions were everywhere, and there's a sense of like finding your way out of this and being led by your intuition away from a situation that did not feel good to be a part of or involved in. Definitely can be about a company with the devil here, or about like an environment you didn't feel safe within even. Sagittarius, Capricorn. It's interesting the way Cap is showing up. I was seeing like a little tiny bit of some of the energy from the Cap reading that was showing up here. Some similarities. Just a little bit. Looks like you're trusting yourself emotionally with something, and then that proves successful for you. Something that you pick up on, something that you intuit. I am seeing an ending. I'm seeing you walking away from something. Yeah, this definitely is like shadowing a little bit of the Capricorn reading. It's like, it's something that you don't feel fulfilled within. So this can be a relationship or a job or something like that. You didn't like something that was going on. You may have to set boundaries with like a group of people even. Or like someone that wanted to reconnect with you, you're not reconnecting with them. It's like you're wiping that off the table completely. Yeah, it looks like something is a no-go. I'm looking at the Ten of Swords and the Three of Cups here. Yeah, you find something out or you get news of something. Yeah, it seems like you could have had the option to start something new, or something was just beginning or just getting off of the ground, and then like it got too busy or too many people got involved, and I'm hearing sayonara. I'm seeing you step out of a space or out of a situation. This can be one of those moments too where it's like you're getting to know somebody, or like you're just starting a project, or you're just starting to work with someone, and then it ends very quickly. You thought it was just going to be like you and this other person, and then like 5 other people are showing up. Or like they're also dealing with someone else and you didn't think anyone else was involved in this. Or like your lifestyle doesn't match up with someone else. Yeah, I'm seeing you be like, there's definitely a sense of disappointment about this. Like this was something that, with the Page of Wands, this can be like budding feelings or excitement, or like you're just starting to feel inspired by something, and then all of a sudden it comes to an end. So yeah, this can be like too, like you just start dating somebody, then you find out there's like some complicated situation that's going on, and then you have to, I'm hearing agree to disagree, like step out from that space, but like you hadn't expected to hear this, and then you do. It's like you don't want to have to turn this down, but you know that it's out of alignment for you, so you do actually have to, like for yourself, and have to let it go. But I'm seeing it be disappointing because it's something that just got started, and like you hadn't thought that you would need to do this, and it may feel somewhat premature, but it seems really great to cut your losses where you are, because this seems like a situation that could get complicated. And it would then be more difficult to extricate yourself from whatever this business is going on. And it seems like you're going to be manifesting something else anyway. Like, I'm seeing you get some sort of, I'm hearing this particularly, I'm hearing karmic rebound. So it's like, because you went through something, and maybe, I don't want to use the word scammed, but it's coming through. It's like, yeah, it's like you were ready to participate in something, but the other people involved, it ended up like kind of falling on their end, or like their responsibility, something like that, that something didn't work out. But like you were willing to work in this or start this or do this. And so it seems like because you had like goodwill in this situation, like even though you feel disappointed and you're stepping out of a space, like you're going to get some sort of karmic justice for this, and it's going to give power into like what you end up manifesting, and like what you decide to channel your energy into after this. So it's like you didn't even need this situation anyway. And I'm seeing you like somehow have some sort of benefit after going through this. Okay. So I'm looking at Libra Mercury. Yeah, it looks like some sort of nonsense was going on, and that didn't feel good. Someone may have been like pretty inconsistent, like not following through. But it looks like you're choosing to help yourself here. Yeah, some situation you weren't expecting kind of happens, and then you have to make a decision. For some of you, this is involving someone from the past that could have wanted to reconnect with you, and like you may have thought that you would, but then you end up not doing it. Or like this can even be one of those situations. Sorry, I feel like we keep talking about so many different things, but I'm just letting you know we're channeling here. I'm letting you know everything that's coming through. For some of you, you could have even had someone that went out of their way to try to reconnect with you, and then like when you got on board, they were like, never mind. Something like that even. It's like somebody was just fooling around. But it seems like you figuring out what feels empowering to you and making your decisions based off of that is going to help you. Like, even if things feel a little bit unstable, or it comes down to you needing to make a decision unexpectedly. Again, I am seeing this be related to someone from your past. For some of you too, someone could have came around and been like, I've changed, and then you like again get on board with them, and then you see that they're just in the same energy they had been in before, messing around. All right, we're really going to leave it here. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.